Bearded's here. What's up, Wade? Layla. Hi, Layla. How's everybody Saturday? Wade, how was your Saturday, Wade? Hey, Gris. Hi, Layla. How are you? Thank you for joining. I didn't expect you to join tonight. I think I saw you pop in last night. It was busy? That's a good thing, though. Busy is good, right? Josh is here. Busy is a good thing. At least that's what they say in business. Howdy. My Saturday? Layla, would you like to call in? Would you like to join the call, Layla? You're welcome to. My Saturday actually was good. I went to the beach just to recharge for a little bit and see some old friends. I had some people I used to live with about 15, 20 years ago. The husband passed away, so I went to go see his wife and take them some fruits and stuff like that. Super late? Yeah, you're in bed already. Ah, that's right. You're on the East Coast, right, Layla? Aren't you in Jersey? Real next time? Okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. But it was good. Yeah, you know, these people were very nice to me. They took me in when a time in my life where I just was lost all the way around, and they said, "Come and live with us." And I didn't know these people at all. And I spent 5 years living with them. Yeah, see, New Jersey. Okay, I got you. But it was nice. It was really nice. We're a little island, kind of like New Jersey. No, no, not New Jersey. We're a little island here, so us local people like to jump into the Pacific Ocean to get recharged. Well, it was in a city or a little town called Kailua on the east side of the island. It's a very tropical, wet side of the island, and I love that place. It was just like a small little quaint town. Hey, Ari's here. Hey, Ari. I just loved that place. So I considered that to be my home. That little town called Kailua. But I wanted to spend time with her. The wife, she is now I want to say almost 80, so my parents' age, and I haven't seen her in over, I want to say 20 years. Her family's all grown up. She has one son lives with her. She's retired. Good, good. Wait, I'm glad your Saturday was nice. Good. It's important. Sometimes we get so bogged down by the bullshit of this world, and even the people who we are closest to sometimes can be the biggest. Um, and Layla might know a little bit about this too. Could be the biggest influence on how our energies are, and it just puts us in a funk. It puts us in a mood. I'll be honest. I almost didn't join tonight. I almost didn't come on tonight. You know, sometimes we get into that funk. Sometimes we just get into that mood, and I thought today would be just a day just for me to relax and see some old friends and go to the beach, but man, people closest to you can really affect you a whole lot. But I the more I thought about it, about not doing a live tonight, the more I decided I needed to do a live tonight. So that's gonna help me, and I made a commitment to uh, build this community. So that's why I'm here. Layla, did you have any questions since you're here? I know we really didn't talk much, but did you have any questions you wanted to ask? Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds, and then I guess we can start playing the game. So, for those of you, I think Wade and maybe Gris used to join me in Periscope. The way it works is if you want to play, everybody plays as long as you give me put an eggplant emoji up. Put an eggplant emoji up, and everybody plays, and we'll start. We'll start the game. Then I know who keeps score, and I'll explain the rules real quick. Believe me, it's one of the most simplest games we'll ever do. Okay, so I can do it. Yeah, that would be good. Gris, you're more than welcome to do that. You want to do that? Absolutely, we can do that. We'll do an oracle card from Gris. If and when you're ready, you can go ahead and call in. I'll put you on. Let's see. Stop that. That'd be great. Ari, how was your Saturday, Ari? Did you make it back home? You and Bowie make it back home? Think we lost Wade and Layla.
Hello.
There you are. Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Good evening.
Sorry. Good evening. Sorry I didn't comb my hair today.
Today is less formal. Remember, it's okay.
No makeup, no nothing, but I'm here.
Yeah. This is when Ari can come in with her bun and her hair. It's all good.
I got my frizzy.
So, okay. You're not done packing it. Okay, I see. So I had asked Grizz if she would like to do an oracle card. She said, yeah. So that would be perfect. I think it's something we need. I know I do. Yes, casual Saturday. Yeah, exactly. You can tell by my post. My posts changed. What the hell was that?
I don't know. I was looking down here. I was like, what is this? And I pressed, I guess I accidentally pressed something. Oh, I think they're like filters. Oh, wow. Cool. You can tell I'm
What the
not.
heck?
Oh, let's do the fire.
How, how the hell are you doing that?
I don't know. I saw this little smiley face up above. I'm like, what is this? I'm trying all this
What
stuff.
the hell? Says
Ooh,
the person. Says the person who says I'm not techie at all.
I know that lets you know that I don't know a whole lot about these lives.
Hey, look, I figured it out.
Oh, look nice. Instead of reading glasses, I got sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but oh well. Okay, Grizz, it's all you. We lost our Leo season. Okay, you're gonna have to, Ari, you're gonna have to help me understand what the heck is Leo season. Did I lose Gris? I did. I should stop calling her Gris and start calling her Jade Tiger. Where are you, Jade Tiger?
Sorry,
There you are.
I must have pressed something. Tell you, I don't know a whole lot about this live
It's okay.
fire filter. That was cool, actually. I must say that fire filter was kind of cool.
All right, Jade Tiger. It's all you, Jade Tiger.
Okay, so I decided to do something a little different. I see a lot of people do like, pick a card from different piles. And then Callie did one yesterday. I was like, yeah, I need to try the pick the pile. So I have three. I already picked them out for the collective. Let me turn the camera around. My little Himalayan salt lamp and my little crystals. So here's a three. So I have one, two, three. So you guys can pick what you want, and I'll just go ahead and read them. I'll show you what the art is too, because that's important. You guys can see it as, I read it, and then you guys can get a better intuitive look into them too as well. Okay. Nice, Josh. Three. Put them here.
Ari,
So if you
how
guys
about you,
want to
Ari?
look at them and get the feel of which one you want. Okay.
Gris,
Yeah.
take a guess. Take a guess which one you think I will pick. I'm sending you the number.
I feel like you're going to pick three, but I may be wrong.
Okay, Ari says one. Let's do Ari's first, and
Okay.
then Josh's,
Three.
and then I'll tell you what mine was.
Well, okay.
So
Then
you tell me how this works.
all right. So
It's
Ari,
cool.
one Ari. You see this? Let's see here. How the light's kind of dimmed. So it is Eye of the Needle, intentionality. And I like to look at the numbers too, number 17. I have this little like angel book that also guides me on the numbers. I say I'll probably pick all of them after the I know kind of do that too. So you can kind of see eye on the needle, but there's a bunch of, I don't know if you can see a bunch of little needles around.
Mm.
I'll let you interpret it your own way. Okay. One of your fave, 17. All right, so I'm going to read it, okay? My little light's kind of dim here. I'm going to move you guys to the side a little. Let me see if I can. I need to configure my own little station that I have here a little better since my computer's not working well. I have to use my phone, so sometimes it's not the greatest format. Let me see. All right, you guys are there? All right, I just
Yes.
need a little bit better light so I can read. All right, so number 17. All right, so 17 says, Eye of the Needle, intentionality, clarity, positive outcomes. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep. Audio's good.
Okay. So if you look through the eye of the needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being so singularly focused on the task ahead that it becomes natural to remove everything that is superfluous, every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is in this case? What is, in this case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. This is the only way you'll get what you need. Shrewd discernment, the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. The eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented on the other side. Let's see here. Get some light. The needle can mend, can sew things together to make something beautiful and new. You're experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish, so you are laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. How does that sound? See,
That's pretty good.
it's hard to find a good setup. Yeah. Okay, so what do you think, Ari? That was the one you picked. Just let me see if you can see it better from there. That way you kind of get your little idea in a sense there. Yeah, like as a little planet. All right.
Is Saturn a fire planet? Is it the red planet Saturn? Right? Isn't it?
I believe,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
Ah, cool. Okay. Okay.
All right. So next, Josh, three, right? Da, 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 da.
Yes.
Josh, you got number 16. I did shuffle them. Okay, so this one's empty well. Time to replenish. Time to replenish, Josh. I know you've been doing a lot of resting though, but it's a good sign. You need to replenish. All right, so empty well. Nothing here. Let's see here. Nothing here. Time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. The empty well reveals that there is nothing for you here. The well is dry, and the desert is encroaching on you once fertile garden. I'm sorry, encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you have experienced, and let Spirit guide you to the next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Make yourself small. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity, of give and take. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadow cast in your direction are not, the shadow cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for a reality. So these shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the rope. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring or oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. Ooh, that one was deep.
Yeah, that one had big words in it. I think you have that word reciprocity. Does
Yeah,
that mean to like reciprocate? Is that
yeah.
what that means?
Basically, yeah, he's not getting the reciprocation of, yeah.
Ah,
So
I
it's
see.
feel like it's time to move on, look elsewhere, look deep within.
He said if you scroll up, it said that um a card was spot on or something on brand or something like that.
Okay. I think, oh, here it goes. Now scrolling. It's honestly needed to be heard. That was a big word. Oh, really? So did it hit the spot, Josh?
That
Nice.
was good.
I can,
Perfect.
all right. So, I don't know which one did you do number two or was it three? I was thinking three for you.
Actually, it was number two. Um, I don't know what it is. I'll always pick number two. I don't know why. I just every time when I get choices like that, if it's only one and two, I always pick two. If it's one, two, three, I always pick two.
Really?
Don't know why. Yeah,
I could have
it's been
sworn you.
like that.
All right.
You know what? Three makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
but for shits and giggles, let's find out what the second card is.
So I remember like Kelly used to when she would do her readings and she would do for the collective and she would do a lot. And then she's like, some of these can hit you. It could be more than one card, it could be just one. So just take what you can, take it all if you want. If it all like resonates. So that could be it. All right.
That's what Molly says too. Insightful, intuitive. She says, take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind.
Yep.
So that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, more than one can resonate with you guys. Ooh. You got number 23, Fortune's Wheel. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Okay. So luck and right timing. See what it says.
This should be interesting.
I think I got this a long time ago, but I don't remember. All right, so here it goes. Fortune's Wheel. Luck and right timing. A turn of fortune. Ooh. The fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch, and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of fortune's wheel. So you got to take advantage of it before it passes. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. So, the
Oh,
time,
so
don't let it go.
in other words, act now.
Yeah, act now. But I love how it says, use it only for so use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished and with a bitter taste of squandered opportunity. So it's always you got to share, you know, um, share the light, basically. Yep. Share.
I think that's a lesson for me too, especially with these lights. And when I initially thought of doing it and wanting it, I wanted it to be just for me.
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm going along and then you and I started to talk and I knew that you needed to be a part of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Because
was
you
crazy.
and I have come a very long way in about a year, I think,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
we've
I
been
was
we've been talking as
wild.
friends.
Yeah, it's been a year that we've been like, yeah, talking about everything that's going on, and I think it was just the start of the mission.
Yeah, and it all goes back to there's no coincidence. And then look who comes into our life or my life, your life. Ari and Josh is brought into our lives, and even with there being a connection with Kelly as well. I know Kelly has said, I want to be supportive of what we're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
like I did with her back in Periscope.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
So I didn't at first I thought it was awkward that I asked Ari to join the team and I will be asking Josh to join the team. Um, I have some things I need to discuss with him. I want him to be comfortable with.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm glad that we can all be a part of it. Hopefully, at some point, Crystal Blessings, Carrie, will want to also be a part of it because there is room for many. I like that part of the card of the reading,
Mhm.
Gris.
Mhm.
If I use it as if I use this venue, what we're trying to create for my own gain, it'll all be for naught.
It'll be, yeah, it's gonna fall apart.
I
Mhm.
love that. That's gonna be my journal tonight. I
Yeah.
love that.
And that's the thing that, sometimes, yeah, you plan to share, the wealth of, of knowledge of what comes out of your heart. And, sometimes you don't get, that many viewings, on your posts, on your things. But even if you touch one person
Hmm.
that can make their day, it could even like save their life. And that one person then radiates out to another. And then it just keeps, like the domino effect instead of, even though it's going up.
You know, you're absolutely correct. When I used to post on a regular basis, uh, 4 or 5 years ago, it I used to have all these likes and comments and stuff, and I used to use that as an ego boost.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
it doesn't matter if there's one person that views it or nobody that views it. It's put out into the universe and it's left there because at some point somebody's going to search for something that was said or something that I posted and it's going to hit home for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it goes two ways. You can put things out with good intention, or you can put things out with a bad intention. So as long as you're putting it out with that good intention, the universe, the divine's going to take care of it. It's going to reach out to somebody if it needs to. If it doesn't, it just wasn't the right moment. Like somebody's going to get it. It's going to, it's going to cause something to ripple. That's how I see it now, because I'm the same way. Like, whenever I would do posts, and if I wouldn't get a lot of views or likes, I was like, oh man, like I was almost asking for approval, that little bit of a power boost, just to
Mm-hmm. Yep.
your ego, just almost like a self-esteem boost. And then it would leave you empty, like a empty feeling, because you were looking for that. But that's not the point. That's not our purpose. So we need to, if it's just the few of us that gather, it makes a big difference. It could make a big difference in our lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you right about that? But it goes back to
Yep.
what you just read for Josh, number 16, empty well, the
Yeah.
reciprocity of it. If
Yep.
I'm putting out this energy, I'd like to have that returned to me as well, that same kind of energy. But there was one post in particular that, for me, it stuck with me, and I find myself reading it every day. I don't know if it's because of something that in that post just really sits with me deep inside of me, and that was my post about my letter to my heart.
Mm,
And as soon as I put it up, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm really letting the world know I'm making myself so vulnerable, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. As soon as I put it up, it was like I got messages from people. People liked it right away, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But I
yeah.
got one particular message from, you remember that young woman, the college student who I gifted all of my jewelry making tools and beads and crystals to?
I
I
don't.
might have told you about this. This happened last year. I gave her all of my jewelry making supplies and tools. It was about she asked about purchasing some stuff for me, and I said, you know what? I'm being told to just give everything to you, and I did. It
Nice.
was about it was about $1,000 worth of beads and tools and stuff like that. And I love creating stuff. I like making jewelry. I love making
Yeah.
jewelry.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I might have told Stacy Michelle,
Probably
but
because
I
yeah.
did gift a young woman. I said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to come by and drop this off for you. I'm being told to give this to you. I
Mhm.
don't know why." And we became friends. Um, she started to ask me for advice on how to create jewelry, and we actually started a line for her. So I bought her some business cards for her jewelry that
No.
she can put her little earrings on and bag them and everything. So kind of gave her some marketing advice and stuff. And she um, created jewelry for a lot of her friends in college, and
Mm,
then ended up moving to back to California
mhm.
last year. So she messaged me
Mm,
that same day when I put that post up, and she said, "Well, I never knew this about you. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read." I was like, "That's cool. I mean, if you found something in there that meant something to you, I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you texting and letting me know."
mhm. Yeah.
But I find myself going back to reading it, and man, there's so much truth in that letter. I don't know how that all came together, but it's one of the best posts I think I ever put up.
Well, because it was really truly coming out from your heart, and it was probably healing too. You're finally
Yeah.
just recognizing a lot of it, just letting it out, and then biggest thing is that you became vulnerable. You shared it, and it's like you released it. You finally like that was the last part. It's like releasing it, letting it out. You know, and again, it was me because it hit a lot of people. It got to a lot of people. So you
It
out there.
did even to our friend that we talk about, that I talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was shocked because that was the first one. But I, elephants in general, me in general, I don't like to be vulnerable. I think I was carefree before, and I didn't care if I got hurt. I didn't care if people knew that I was sometimes just an idiot. But at a certain point when my divorce happened, I promised I wouldn't let myself get vulnerable like that again.
hmm
But it put me in
But it's
this egg, this
down.
cocoon. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yep, definitely.
And you closed,
So
the ego kicked in, and
yeah,
that's what
I
happened.
I built up all these walls around me, these emotional walls, these um, mental walls around me, physical walls even, and I shut everybody out. Oops, I shut everybody out. It was the
hmm
worst thing I could have done.
Yep. I noticed that about you. On your worst times, you kind of, yeah, you shut the
Yep.
world away, and you just kind of go into your little corner kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I think that's probably the worst thing you can do. Because then you
You,
keep going back to the same thing, and you're stuck. You're recycling the same motion, the same things that kept bringing you down. So you have to like pull yourself out of there. It's hard, but you got to pull yourself out of there, and yeah, get yourself out and become vulnerable. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, all right, this is actually healing. This is
you
helping.
know,
Yeah.
it it it
I,
it's hard because when I didn't know where to find the help before, that was human nature for me. I curl up in the ball and I yep, exactly, trap myself in the box.
box.
But in that process, I shut everybody else out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you were taking everybody down with you.
Hmm.
And you didn't realize that you thought actually you were doing everybody a favor and not
Yeah,
showing them that bad side of you, the sad, the depressed side of you, and you were actually doing the opposite, and you were actually shutting everybody away and yeah, worrying everybody.
yeah. I think
But it's hard. It's not like you're doing it intentionally. Everybody
I
goes,
think one of the things that's hardest for me, and I think you notice about me already, is I don't ever like to show emotions,
mm,
not hurt emotions, not emotions where uh, it affects me so badly, so negatively. I don't like to show that part of me.
Yep.
I don't even like to show myself that part of me sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
See it. I know it. My husband's a little bit like that. Like
I think a lot of men are like that.
poker face. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that is because men are still grow up in the mentality and it depends on your culture to be like that macho man kind of like to be the tough, growing up you're like, okay, you're a kid, you're a man, you got to be tough. You can't show your emotions, and that's not we're human. We all deserve to show our emotions. We
Yeah.
all share the same emotions. So, gotta let it,
Men don't cry. That's what it is. Men don't cry.
right?
But honestly, somebody told me this one time, and I can't remember what her name was because she was doing a reading that when you hear that phrase "men don't cry," there's some truth about that outside of that phrase that men don't cry. You're right, men don't cry, but when you're hurt like that, men become these little boys, and little boys cry.
Shoot, I cry all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's normal. Everybody does. Everybody should because the way you release, you know, all those emotions, all that energy, that trapped energy that you have, you got to let it out somehow. And that helps. It's normal,
Yeah.
human thing.
Let me see. Is Miss V still here? Miss V, are you still in the room? I wonder if I can see her.
She
I
left.
think there's a way to find out now.
No, she's
No,
on
there's
there.
not. All right, let's do this. We're gonna go three and me. Grizz, when you have to leave, you just say the word.
Mm-hmm.
Ari, go ahead and call in. Josh, you know what to do. Call in. We'll wait for you guys. I think it might be easier than you guys just sitting and waiting for us to finish our conversation.
We can
But
go.
you're right, Grizz. You're right, Grizz. You know what? I thank you for saying that. I thank you for bringing light to that about how I shut people out and how Ari said I put myself in the box. I
Mm-hmm.
just, man, I struggle with that. It's difficult for me.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
know.
I don't wanna show people that part of me, you know.
Yeah.
There's Josh. I don't know if Ari's gonna join because she might be packing and the hair might be in a bun. It might be easier for her to talk than, hey, Josh. How are you, Josh?
Hi.
How was your Saturday?
Oh, very long.
Very
Uh,
Been a long Saturday. It's now
long.
Sunday.
oh, that's right. It's Sunday.
hmm
Oh, yeah. It
Ari's
is.
flossing.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Well,
flossing lessons now by Ari. We're gonna have live streams flossing
Are you doing
by
the
by
floss
Ari.
dance, Ari, or
Oh
are
no,
you your
I'm
teeth
flossing
flossing?
my teeth.
awesome.
My I'm ready for bed. You don't want to see me floss.
Yay! She put her hair up in the bun just for me. Oh, you shouldn't have.
My bedtime hair.
That's okay. That's okay. I actually before I jumped on, I got out of the shower and I was like, oh man, where's my brush? I can't find my brush. All right, all right, where's my hat? All right, put the hat on. This is a guy thing. So I was talking to Grizz earlier. I'm sorry, Jade Tiger. Talking to Jade Tiger before we jumped on.
What's
I
her
was
real name?
having,
Tiger.
So,
yeah,
Jade Tiger, actually, guys, is my spirit animal. Just want to let you guys know.
Oh, hello. Oh gosh, we have a guest.
He, during a hypnotherapy session with a shaman lady, I
Mhm.
got by a few animals, which a few of them, I believe, are my spirit animals. And one of them, about the main one, is a tiger.
Mhm.
And called tiger is because the way I saw her, well, she's a tigress, but I could just call it. The way I saw her was that she almost looked, you know how the Chinese represent like the dragon, and it almost looked like feline, almost like a tiger
Mhm.
feature. So that's a little bit of how I saw her, and she had like really wide, like no, really big paws just stir,
No.
but I saw her like green, like a green color. The body, and then the stripes were a little darker green. So then I don't know, just it popped in my head to call her Jade Tiger. So whenever I oh, and then another time when I was talking to a gal, a healer, which helped me a lot. Maybe someday I'll talk about it. She connected a lot of what I was going on, and then all of a sudden she's like, I don't know why all of a sudden it came to me. I went back and I saw you surrounded by a bunch of big cats. And I'm like, big cats? I'm like, I don't have cats. She's like, no, what I'm talking about is like panda type, tiger, lion type of cats. They surround you at night and they protect you. And I was like, whoosh. I was like, that has to be my jade tiger. One of them at least. So I just always connect, whenever you know, I feel like need that protection or
Yeah,
connection.
I heard your spirit guides could be animals
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah,
like
I knew that.
other beings.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then especially just kind of been connected more to my like indigenous side, I guess, and some shaman ways. And so they always believed in that. They're always into, just nature and animals. They respected them, and
Are you
so
indigenous?
I have
I didn't
some
know that.
Native American in me. Yeah.
Oh, well, do you
I
know what tribe?
No ways.
Huh?
I never knew that. I never
You,
knew that.
you didn't know that?
No.
I've got a mixture of a lot in me. Melting pot here. Like I did my ancestry DNA and it came out with, so I'm mostly Spanish, like 41% Spanish, and then I have indigenous, Native American, I have Irish, I have Welsh, I have Northwestern European, which I guess to them it's like United Kingdom, North France, Belgium, and some other section. And then I have a lot of Portuguese in me. Um, I have African, West African, so I know it's from the slave trade. Um,
Mm.
really bad in Latin America, really bad. Um, what else? I know I'm missing something. There's more. Oh, Italian. There's Italian.
Italian I can see.
Uh,
Italian I can see.
I don't know. I'm sure there's more, but I'm forgetting.
Did you do it on Ancestry.com or 23andMe or?
Yeah, I did initially. I did. Now they don't do it anymore. It was with what is it called? Nat Geo,
Oh.
Okay.
and they were putting them out. Genome Link, I think, and
Mhm.
so that one was cool because it actually gave you like haplogroups, you know,
Mhm.
back with your haplogroups, and it's cool because so with the haplogroups, they um they came out with somewhere along the line, thousands, it could have been thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, which famous people your haplogroup connected to. And so I had in there, I had like Abraham Lincoln. I was like, oh, that's so cool. um, Copernicus, I think, one of the Queen of England's. I don't know, I had some cool ones. Oh, I had Napoleon. Like where my short part comes from. No, I'm kidding.
Holy shit.
Short side. But anyways, it was really interesting. And then it had a little bit of like your most recent ancestry, probably the past 2,000 years. But then I did the ancestry.com one because I started a family tree and I wanted to read and find more family. So it helps you link,
Mhm.
your heritage to actual people, like to connect family. So that's
Mhm.
where that recent one came out. Oh, and I have, okay, so yeah, the one I'm in is what is that? Basque region, north of France, I mean
Mhm.
south of France, north of Spain.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's cool because my
And
mom
you
would always tell me, she's like, for some reason coming down, there's a story coming down our family line that we came. There was like these Basque brothers that came and they left that region because they were being persecuted, but we don't know why. And when they landed in Mexico, they changed their original last name.
So I don't know what their original last name would have been, and I'm not sure why they were being persecuted.
Do you know what year they came?
No, no, on my mom's side, I went all the way back to like 1800. That was it. I kind of got stuck. Sure, I'm
Because
curious.
in the Spain region, that's like in the 1500s, a lot of Jews were
You
exiled. Yeah,
know
it's
what?
like
That's exactly what I thought too, Ari.
hmm
Like,
hmm
I noticed that on my mom's side, some of her cousins, it would be my third cousins, they have Jewish ancestry in them.
hmm
Mine didn't come out anymore because just, kind of starts, diminishing through the bloodline. But
hmm
they have a lot of in them, and I literally like just something passed through me, and I think they were Jewish, and they
yeah.
because of the Inquisition.
hmm That's
And
such very common. Is my mom's boyfriend's Mexican, and he got like 1% that became 4% Ashkenazi Jewish, and he did
mhm.
like all of his genealogy, and he like was looking at his mom's last name, and I guess the mom's last name was on like an Inquisition list. And
Oh,
so
Oh shit.
yeah, so a lot of people who were exiled from Spain in that area came to Mexico and came to South
yeah.
America.
And there's like a big, yeah, there's like in New Mexico, I just found out that there's big history of people that fled, Jewish people, fled, and
Mhm.
it's really cool. But I mean, it's sad, it's like why do these things ever happen, but um,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I thought.
You're more international than you are American.
No, I think that makes her extra American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Extra American.
You should upload your
Native
DNA
Americans
info to GEDmatch.
Yeah,
to
actually, your mom's maiden name was actually Goldstein. That's what it was. Oh my God.
there. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't catch Josh. What did you say?
Oh, I
Uploaded
was
to
just saying you should upload your DNA to GEDmatch.
Jed Match?
Yeah, GEDmatch.com.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down. I've never heard of that. What
It's
is?
they have like a paid subscription for it for like extra stuff now, but it used to be like completely free. All the paid stuff's all new. But it basically breaks down like each chromosome, and you can search through all the different systems for DNA to really get down to like each percentage, and they can go through your ancient DNA.
Oh, that's
A
cool.
lot of really cool stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They can kind of like help you map out like how your people got from where to where based off of like your percentages.
hmm
It's really
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to find out. That'd be cool to kind of see like where they went, through the map where they traveled, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bit of the heritage, and then also to find out about like health issues. There's just a lot of
23andMe is good for that.
hmm
yeah. I'm kind of afraid to find out though.
They
You
don't have
better
as
just go
much.
in
They don't
advance.
offer as much on the health aspects as they used to because they closed it down for like some lawsuit or something like that because people were taking. They didn't have like the proper wording for saying like like this is just like
Oh,
you have the markers for it doesn't mean you're going to have it. So that was the whole thing. So they took it down for a few years and then they like revamped it and so now there's like less. So I did it twice. I did it in the first draft and then I did it in the second draft. So I have a little extra in mine. Um, but I did it originally on Ancestry, and then Ancestry I found it only uses like 12 markers for your
Yeah.
DNA. So I went to 23andMe. I wanted to do family tree DNA, but they were too expensive at the time. So I did 23andMe, and then I found out about GEDmatch, and then I just went to like a big spiral of DNA info for like 2 years.
So you got a lot like
hmm
back. Did you go far back?
I'm I'm currently very white. I'm pretty much a
Great.
part of every part of Europe. um,
Great.
I'm I'm also part of North Africa. I'm part of I have some Ashkenazi. I have some Native American, very very small, very very far back. And
That's,
then I have some Russian and some Eastern and Western Asian.
oh wow, Asian.
Mhm.
Never
Oh,
get.
it almost seems inappropriate for me to brag about the two nationalities that I made up
I don't know.
of.
I'm the most white person here, so go for it.
Yeah, I'm probably the most local person you're probably gonna meet. Uh, almost, almost 75% of Hawaii is made up of Hawaiian Chinese
Mm,
uh,
Really?
mixture
mm,
Mhm.
because of the sugarcane indentured servant type deal that came in. There was a lot of Asians, so my family actually is Chinese Hawaiian. We do have some Portuguese,
mm,
and recently found out on my dad's mom, my grandmother, she said she was only Portuguese Hawaiian. Well, we did some checking on her name, her maiden name, and she is actually part Russian, which
oh,
explains why my dad, when he was younger, teenage till early 20s, he had red hair. He
Wow.
was the only dark skinned Hawaiian
Yeah.
going to school
What
with
red?
red hair.
I think
Yeah.
that's where the root of Russian comes from. Because I took this Viking samurai. I think I mentioned this the other day. I don't know why I keep thinking this, but I took this Viking samurai anthology class, and part of it they're
Mhm.
talking about like Vikings and Russians, and Rus comes from red. Was and then
Really?
Rus became Russian. Yeah.
That's cool. That's funny because there are also redheads on my mom's side of the family. Redhead and freckles. I inherited this weird birthmark that covers a quarter of my body, and they said it was genetic because like some of me wanted to be have freckles and the other part didn't when I was forming in my mother's womb. So
Hmm.
just like one part was didn't have the gene, the other part did, and when it came together, I ended up with this weird birthmark.
That's
But
Well, at least you don't have a hand growing out by your neck somewhere over here, from your twin.
but
Those things are what make us unique.
I know.
right.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
when
Right?
she was little, she had red hair, and they used to ask grandma, "Did you color her hair?" And my grandma was like, "No, she's little. Like she just had red hair too." And
Mhm.
where do we get red hair? We're Mexican.
Somebody
Yeah.
jumped the fence. That's what it was. Somebody jumped the fence when you guys were younger.
Something happened.
Yeah, I did the
Oh
the
my God.
ancestry one because I was hoping I would find out more about like my Jewish heritage. Because my mom's like 100% just like Eastern European Jewish, just like
Uh-huh.
the Nazi. Um, but yeah, I did not really find out more about it, unfortunately, just because of like it's sad just like looking at because they put like on the map of the world like where your people are from and like technically like my family immigrated here from Russia and there's nobody on
Wow.
there like in that area. Maybe just they don't have the DNA thing or whatever, um but I
Hmm.
did find out more about my dad's side of the family. They're crazy. Um, this family you could trace them back so far like because my great grandfather came here from Ireland and there's like some people in Ireland that like some distant family that trace them back to like the 1700s and then
Oh,
like yeah and then like on my grandma's my my dad's mom's side they were like just like I don't know they're just poor Kentucky people from England. They traced them back. I wasn't expecting to find some Civil War records, but it didn't really say which side it was from, and
oh, dang.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm
Oh my God.
Like,
like I'm not like that. I'm Jewish. I don't have anything to do with any of this crap in this country. And then like, well, maybe not. Yeah, there's
Okay.
like all these. I touched base with a cousin. What'd you say?
they're part of the
Go
South.
ahead.
No, I hope not. I'm gonna pretend it's not. I touched base with this cousin who was saying like that my great grandpa, my great that grandma's my great grandma, so my great great grandpa possibly killed my great great grandma or something like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy stuff. I mean, that side of the family's always been wild, but yeah, she like had tuberculosis, and he's like not a great dude, and
That wasn't what I was
There,
expecting, but
there is one show I love to watch, and it's on Tuesdays here in Hawaii. It's on PBS.
Uh-huh.
It's called Finding Your Roots.
I
Oh,
love
I don't
that
know if you.
show.
I love
Oh, dude.
is that
show.
that shorts thing? It's like a
Um,
short.
what's his name? The presenter. His name is
Doctor.
Doctor. He's a black guy, and he
Mhm.
does this
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Mexican.
interview with several celebrities, artists, people of the world, influencers,
Yeah, it was so
and he does a genealogy on them to trace their family back as far as possible
far.
on
And
paper.
then travel to go
And
meet. Yeah.
yeah, and then when paper trail runs out, he goes for DNA. So they do the 23andMe thing. And that's where I heard about how 23andMe will also show you some of the health issues that you have in your family, stuff like that. When I first watched that show, I was like, wow, this show is cool. I must be getting old because PBS is my favorite station now. You know,
This is
it used
good.
to be PBS is good.
I used to
It
be,
used to be MTV and such.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love that.
I would think it'd be funny to make like a TikTok about like I've had one in my head for a while, but I'm too lazy to do it about like that show. But instead of like them being like, "Oh wow, this is so cool, this is so cool," it's just like so like also I forgot like maybe like 5-10 years ago, somehow through Ancestry.com, we found that my great grandfather that came from Ireland had a second family in Mexico. Like, and so I think it would be so funny to do one of those that's like the TikTok where you're like expecting to see all these fun root stories, and it's just like, so you got a second family. This is your great grandfather. Also, you're
Oh,
Confederate. Like,
you're like, "Hey, nice to meet you."
yeah.
Just to know I'm not sympathizing. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no.
Well, you know what? Let's do this. I know we were. I want to at least play a few questions. We'll do a few questions, but I also have a few bags to choose from. So we get the vanilla bag,
Oh, I picked green.
we get the original bag,
What if I wanted green?
All right, then
we
I
get
picked
the apple
purple.
bag,
No, I don't care.
and we got the peach bag.
They all crack
Okay.
out, but
Yeah. Yeah.
all of them.
Don't don't judge me. Okay. But
Hey,
there's
those
the
make really good tarot card bags.
Costco bag.
Yeah. They,
There's another Costco bag one. There's a third Costco bag one. And I've got two more peach ones at home, so don't
Peach
judge
is
me.
good. Peach is good.
All right, Wade, you can play too. I'm going to ask you questions. The game is simple. First person to five gets to pick a bag. If you can pick the bag, whatever points you have, you either get added on points or points taken off. Okay? Simple enough. Ready? Wade, I see you still here, so you can play as well. All right, here we go. First question.
I'm here too. Yeah, I see Carrie.
Uh, yeah, Carrie, I think, might have gone to cook dinner, but she said she would come back. All right, here we go. Question. It's a history question. Dirty trivia. We're playing naughty trivia. In ancient Greece, women showed their vajayjays, to ward off what? A. Evil spirits. 2. Storms at sea. C. Syphilis. Or D. Wrath of the gods.
Do I yell
You
my
want the
answer?
pizza? Anybody can answer. Whoever has theirs.
Storms is what my answer is.
Wait, I have an answer too.
You got to be the first, okay? You got to be the
Oh,
first.
Oh, so you got
So
your hand, or what do you do?
yes, I didn't explain. I'm sorry, but jot it first. It is right. Women showed their vajayjays to ward off storms at sea. That I
I was
didn't
gonna go
know.
with syphilis.
Fun fact about
Really?
syphilis, there used to be a flower that grew almost all across the world that was specifically made to prevent STDs and STIs, and it has gone extinct. It actually used to look like the shape of a heart when it bloomed, and it basically completely warded off like most of their STDs, and so it was completely eradicated because of its overuse.
I think I heard of that. I thought there was one for
Mhm.
like birth control or something like that.
Ugh, of course.
I don't know. It could have been.
Wow.
Carrie's
Well,
there.
just because you give that fun fact doesn't mean you get an extra point.
I
You
froze.
get 1 point.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
still beat me.
All right. Second question.
You're
Workers.
What was
Or
the question?
you
I didn't
were
hear the
fro-
question.
you froze a
no
little bit.
wonder. No wonder you guys look so stunned. Okay. How's better?
Yeah.
All right. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit. Maybe that might. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah. I heard your voice, but you're froze. I think you're back.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Testing. Testing.
And the business.
Boy, I tell you.
Roger, over.
You're
Not supposed to.
Uh-oh.
Myself is just to yell at him. Just you and me, Chris?
I think it's just you and me now. Oh, he came back.
Josh is gone.